Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde, and special guest. We are here to give you the intuitive information you need to manifest your wildest dreams. This tarot reading forecast is for the week of March 27th through April 2nd. It is time-stamped. Watch for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. And if you find the content valuable, please do consider hitting the thumbs up button. That will please the YouTube algorithm, and it will push the video out to even more people who can benefit from its messages. And I'd love to have you be part of the channel, so also please consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. So this week we are winding down our energetic cycle. We are in the last phase of the moon. The new moon, of course, is on Friday, April 1st in Aries. So we're going to talk more about that in our next weekly video because, of course, we want to take action on our new moon intentions after the new moon, right? Not at before or at the new moon, right? Right a few days after, to give that energy time to start building momentum. All right. So we'll look at that next week's forecast period. This week's forecast period, it's about winding things down, wrapping things up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull from this deck first to find out, what you should be kind of focusing on this week to wrap up. And then we'll pull from the other deck in terms of how to do just that. And of course, any other intuitive messages I get for your week ahead, I will share with you. All right. So let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, let's see what you're wrapping up in the week ahead. And make sure you check out your April tarot reading as well. It's already been uploaded to my channel. All right, Aries, wrapping it up, wrapping it up with joy. 3 of Cups, Partay, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, great. So we have you celebrating the conclusion of a very long and arduous journey. And notice how he's holding that pentacle upright. You have manifested something. You are ready to rock and roll. Notice that the horse's hoof is up, like you are ready to go right after your new moon. So Sunday, Monday, after the first here, because this is Taurus energy, like through about 3 days after your new moon, you're going to be like rocking and rolling and ready to hit the ground running. So this goes back possibly to January, 3 months ago. This Knight of Pentacles, the Capricorn time period. You have been possibly, it's not that you've been stuck. It's just been plodding. Like you've been plodding along, P-L-O-D-D-I-N-G, plodding along, trying to manifest this situation, wrapping it up, keeping the faith, one little step at a time. And finally, and this was a theme also that came out in your monthly reading about finally getting something done and being really proud of yourself. And we see a big turning point to that this week. We have joy and celebration. This is Pisces energy. So of course the moon will be in Pisces on Wednesday, Thursday, of course, right before your moon. So even by the middle of the week, you're going to just feel the sense of relief that this energy is finally shifting out for you. You see the light on the horizon. You see the new vistas starting to unfold for you. So this is fantastic. So all you really need to do is to keep the focus. That's what this is. The party will be there. The party's going to come. Don't party before this, though. I know this card came out first, but just keep that focus and you got this. And I would say definitely honor the manifestation and the wrapping up of whatever this is, because it has been arduous. It's been quite challenging. So give yourself a break. Sometimes you just go right to the next thing. You just launch yourself into the next thing. Give yourself a little bit of a break, downtime, and honor the journey that you've been on, because it's not been easy. All right, let's see what else we got going on for you in the week ahead. This is very, very good. So really shifting that energy, wrapping up that long journey. Yeah, and it's been tough, but you haven't stopped. 8 of Coins. And look, the 3 of Cups came up again. This is fantastic. Now, depending on your personal situation, some of you are wrapping up a long journey with a heartache having to do with your work and finances, perhaps. You could be hearing some good news by your new moon about some sort of work opportunity. That is possible. Or others of you are going to be just very happy that whatever you have been working on so diligently is finally going to get rewarded, and your heart will be healed as a result. So, and it could have been challenging to make this decision to start this process, whatever this Knight of Pentacles represents for you. You knew it was not going to be easy. There could have been a heartbreak involved. I mean, this could also have been something with healing from a third party situation for some of you because of the Three of Swords and Three of Cups showing up. But you just kept the focus on your healing. You kept going, and you are going to be feeling really proud of yourself and feeling like you turned a corner by your new moon. Absolutely. Others of you, this healing has to do, as I said, with maybe could have been some sort of unfair situation at work. There could have been a dismissal of being passed over for something. But I feel like whatever this Eight of Pentacles represents for you, whether you're literal work or just working on shifting this out, this energy, again, gorgeous Three of Cups. You're going to be feeling so much lighter, so much freer, so much happier. And you are going to have friends around you supporting you. You're going to have people on your side, in your corner. And as I said, make sure that you are honoring your journey with some sort of celebration for yourself. Really mark the occasion. Some of you, of course, may be having your birthday. That's possible. But I feel like this is huge. This is hard work really paying off. This is a testament to your perseverance. So, you know, a lot of times Aries gets unfairly tagged with the impatient adjective. And yes, that is true. Aries can sometimes be very impatient. But when you need to, you can be a stubborn ram. You can dig in and get something done at great personal cost. You have a lot of stamina, a lot of drive. And I feel like, you know, that's the thing here. Like, you really honor this, whatever you've been through, because with this Three of Swords showing up, like, you may not have been showing that pain on the outside, but you were feeling it on the inside. People may not know how deep this struggle was for you, and that's okay. They don't need to know, but you know. So like I said, I'll really honor the fact that you have turned a big corner with this week, and you're gonna just feel so much lighter, so much freer with that new moon in your sign on April 1st. All right, Taurus, let's see what you're wrapping up in the week ahead. Make sure you check out your monthly tarot reading for April. Also, it's already been uploaded to the channel. All right, Taurus, wrapping it up. What do we need to know? Wrapping it up. Yeah, you're wrapping something up. Here's the World card. Oh, and a Two of Wands. So, all right. A doorway is about to open for you. Probably a couple of days after the new moon, right? New moon's April 1st, so maybe April 2nd, April 3rd, when the moon is in your sign. All right, so notice how they're coming together here. The gate has opened. There is a connection. They're holding a world. They're creating a world together. So this could be you and someone else. This could be you and the universe. So whatever it is, there is some support, a new beginning, a door opening of new opportunities, new projects, new people to meet, new places to go, things like that. So this week, it's important for you to, yes, indeed, tie up all the loose ends, bring something important to a conclusion so that you can go through this new doorway unencumbered. So depending on your personal situation, like let's say this is some new relationship that wants to manifest for you, then you got to wrap up the old one. Maybe you're still friends with your ex, or texting them, or whatever's going on, or still thinking about them 24/7, or still in some sort of legal connection with them. Things got to wrap up this week. Like, the chapter has to be well and truly over. So do what you need to do that, so this new relationship can manifest totally unencumbered and free for you. You know, free, like you're not still stuck in the past. So whatever this represents, it is important for you to dot the I, cross the T, tie the bow in a knot, and put a lid on it like it's done, like really. Because something new and beautiful does want to be birthed into your world, and it probably involves some sort of new connection. That's what I feel with this Two of Wands here in Aries season, because the Wands is showing up. All right, but you got to be free. You got to be free to pursue it. All right, and that freedom could be, like I said, emotionally, legally, mentally, whatever it might be. All right. Let's see what we got going on for you. Other energies for the week ahead. What do we need to know? Taurus. Knight of Wands. The Ten of Cups. And the Eight of Wands. Wow. Look at this fast-moving Aries energy showing up here. Wow. And the cat's like running around in the background like a maniac. Okay. So there is, I feel, some very beautiful happiness that wants to manifest for you rapidly. Both of these very, very rapid fire energies here. Aries season is going to be jam-packed for you with happiness, joy, excitement, exciting opportunities and possibilities to meet new people, to do things with friends and family, to do things on the spur of the moment that bring a lot of joy. Okay. So, and in fact, you could be doing something this week just like that. But I feel like this, with all this Aries here showing up, I think this is also an indicator for your month ahead as well. But I would say within the next 8 days, if you have a spontaneous opportunity to travel and see somebody you care about, even if that traveling is just, 20 miles up the road, whatever it might be, you might want to take that opportunity to see them, especially if you haven't seen them in a while with this Ten of Cups. So there's some sort of, I just feel, very spontaneous trip, outing, connection that you could be doing in the week ahead that will bring a lot of joy and happiness to your life and also to whoever you're visiting with. So you also could be taking this in the week ahead, taking some sort of risk to try a new approach in terms of a relationship, to, again, maybe adding something a little more spontaneous to it, to kind of get out of a rut. So it could be something like that as well. And that could go very well in the week ahead with this Ten of Cups in the middle here. So that's another possibility, depending on your personal situation. But this looks like a good week overall. Very good week. So something spontaneous that could bring joy in your week ahead. But then also this situation, make sure whatever this new door is that's getting ready to open for you, you have wrapped everything up so that you are ready to go. All right, Gemini, let's see what you're wrapping up in the week ahead, and then we'll see what other energies we have for your week ahead. Make sure you check out your April monthly tarot reading. It's already been uploaded to the channel. All right, Gemini. And it was very good. All right, Gemini. Wrapping it up. All right, the Empress. And the Chariot. Wow. So something is coming this week to a very successful conclusion. Something maybe that has even been going on for the last 3 months. The birth of something new. Notice here's the swan and all the little chicks. So you could be wrapping up the details of whatever you have been trying to birth into your world, some sort of new life you've been creating for yourself. This is coming to a rapid and happy conclusion this week, at least the first phase of it. This is something significant, whatever this could be. This could be, of course, the literal birth, a successful birth of some kind. Literally, like a new baby, new grandbaby, a new kitty in your life, a new dog, whatever. Could be something like that. There could be also some very beautiful news leading you in a new direction about your finances and or your love life also with this Empress here. So again, I feel like this is patience and planning. So whatever for the last 3 weeks, 3 months that you have been patiently nurturing and giving your time and attention to grow, very successful turning point this week with it. I mean, life is about phases. Everything is in a cycle, right? So and we have different turning points. So there is something here where there is a turning point, with a successful one, with the nurturing of this situation that you have been undergoing the last several months. So some of you are also, there's something maybe connected with your transportation, buying a car, a vehicle. There could be something connected with a move also with these energies as well. But this is really, really good. So I feel like all you have to do is continue to follow your heart. Notice he has his hand over his heart here. Follow your heart. She has her hand on her stomach, notice. So follow your heart and your gut. What your gut is telling you, what your heart is telling you to do to bring this next turning point to, its natural bend in the road, and keep going. This is very positive energy. You've been doing something right in your world. Maybe you've been doing lots of things right, but there's one area in particular that has been really working well for you, and you're going to see the results of that, I think, in the week ahead, right? So I don't know if there's necessarily a wrapping up or a conclusion, except to keep doing what you're doing, is what I feel. All right. If you hear noises, it's Ariel acting like a fool in the background. She is doing her nails on the sofa, running around with her little cat toy that has catnip in it. And then she got those cat crazy eyes too. She's like, all right, Gemini. Let's see what else we need to know for your weekend. All right, we got a 5 of Wands, and we got a wheel, and we got an Ace of Cups. All right. So, wow. Again, a very successful conclusion to some sort of situation that may have been rather chaotic. 5 of Wands, like a move, like trying to get momentum on a project, all with lots of moving parts and pieces that you were trying to get organized. This could represent other people around you. This can also represent, of course, competition. Yes. So this could be besting the competition in some way and getting some good news, maybe around the moon in Pisces with this Ace of Cups here, but also could be, I would say, I know this takes us out of our forecast period, but around the 10th or 11th of April as well with this energy here. So if this is connected to this, as I was saying, just keep doing what you're doing, because it's going to turn, you're already on the turn in the road to a successful conclusion with this situation, to the door opening, to the offer coming in, etc., the good news. So the other thing, I'm kind of getting a little buzz that don't make this harder than it needs to be. There's something this week that it doesn't have to be a drama with the 5 of Wands. You just got to focus. Like, you already know. You all trust in this energy that you've been putting out. Don't get sucked into drama, is what I feel too. That steers you off course and gets you doubting yourself, or doubting that this is really turning a corner or whatever. Because we got Jupiter going on over here. And Jupiter and Neptune are getting ready for a big conjunction in Pisces in your 10th house of career. So especially some of you who have been working toward a career change, this is no time to fall into, all the competition out there and blah, blah, blah. This is the time to dig in, keep the faith in yourself. Like I said, keep nurturing the dream that you've had, and you could see a very successful offer and conclusion on the other side of this with this Ace of Cups. So there could be some very favorable news too about a relationship this week as well, with this Ace of Cups here at the end. And the wheel is turning in your favor. That's the thing with this wheel, Ace of Cups, and all these beautiful major arcanas. I mean, look at this. So don't let yourself get sucked into that 5 of Wands situation. All right, Cancer, let's see what you're wrapping up in the week ahead. Let's see. And check out your monthly tarot reading as well. It's on the channel. Chariot, I shuffled. And the Page of Wands. Okay. So there's a choice that you're making this week. Notice in the Page of Wands, he's walking away from this girl or this, whatever, this person. So you are going to make a final decision, at least for right now. At least for right now. It could change tomorrow, right now. Now you're going to make a decision about which direction to go in. And you're probably going to have an important conversation, your hand on your heart, letting somebody know this is what's happening. So you could be making a very tough call about something this week. That's what I feel from the images in this particular deck. We're going to pull from another tarot deck and see what else is going on this week. But you may, in fact, have to leave something or someone behind this week and have a conversation that could be a little tender-hearted. For the other person, I think you're ready. You're feeling confident. But it's still, it may hurt a little bit to leave something or someone behind. But you are ready for a new destination, the Chariot here. So before you can go down that road, there does have to be, like I said, an important conversation, a meeting, letting somebody know, hey, this is how it's going to go down. And, there may be something you do need to kind of get straight in your heart, although I feel like your heart is pretty clear because this is your energy showing up. I just feel like you don't like to be the bad guy or deliver bad news to somebody. It's not necessarily there's bad news, but it could be too that somebody's expectations are and hopes might be dashed. Something like that. You're gonna, you're moving forward in a direction that may not include them in some way. It could be something like that. So it's going to be interesting. I think you may have been avoiding having some conversation with somebody. And it's not just a conversation, it's a face-to-face meeting. Let me just clarify that because it's the Wands here. If it was just a Page of Swords, I'd be like, yeah, maybe it's just a conversation, but it is a literal face-to-face. You've been avoiding it and it needs to happen. So wrap that up this week so you can move forward. That's what I feel. And like I said, because of this image, they may not like the answer or like the conversation. But with the major arcana showing up, it's like, it is what it is. It is, All right, let's see what else we got going on. Cancer. Yeah, we got a Three of Wands and a Page of Cups. You have a whole new vista, a whole new destination you're headed toward. Look at the Six of Swords. So they may be very surprised. The Page of Cups here in the middle here, this emotional connection, they may be very surprised with this news, but it's something you've known for a while. And maybe you didn't tell them because, again, you didn't want to hurt their feelings. You are probably dealing with somebody very sensitive. Also, this Page of Cups doesn't necessarily have to be a water sign like yours, but it could just be somebody who, it could be a younger person too. It could be a child. You got to break some news to them about, hey, we're going to have to move. We're going to be moving this summer, something like that. And, that's not an easy conversation to have. But whatever this moving on, whatever you are wrapping up in the week ahead, it's going to give you a lot of mental peace of mind here with this Six of Swords showing up. And it is going to be birthing within you, also the Page of Cups, some, renewed optimism. But like I said, you have a new goal. You have a goal. You have your eye on a prize with this Three of Wands. Now, this could go back to the very beginning of the year, January. This could go back to the end of March also, or about a year ago as well, end of March a year ago. But for whatever reason, it couldn't get underway until now. That is possible. So this is going to be a very interesting week for you, I think, Cancer. You're going to do it. You're going to deal with things. You're going to do what you got to do, and you will be sensitive. I do believe you will be, absolutely. But it's in your control also because your energy is showing up here. So you're the one who's going to be in charge of this face-to-face, giving this person the news, letting them know about the bigger picture plan that's underway, and feeling relieved. I think you will feel mentally relieved at the end of the week that this has finally been done. That's what I feel from these particular energies. All right, Leos, let's see what you're winding down and or wrapping up in the week ahead. And make sure you check out your April tarot reading, which is uploaded to my channel. Check that out. It was very good. All right, let's see what we got going on for you this week. Leos, wrapping it up, wrapping it up. Okay. You're wrapping up some situation that has been very disorganized. 5 of Wands. Oh, and also that has another number 5 that has made you that has zapped your energy. Let's put it that way with the 5 of Pentacles. It could have been a money drain. It could have been a literal physical energy drain. It could have just been a drain of your patience and understanding. So this is what you are wrapping up. Now, this could go back to 5 months ago. That's very possible. 5 weeks ago. But 5s are interesting because 5s are transitory energies. Sorry, I got cat hair. I couldn't stand it anymore. Okay. They are transitory energies. So this can absolutely wrap up and change for you this week if you put your mind to it. So, you know, I read Pentacles also as self-esteem. So you could be wrapping up a situation where you're going to be the one standing. You're going to be the one who bests your competition. And that could make you have a renewed sense of pride in yourself also with these particular energies. So focus on letting go of anything that doesn't serve you this week ahead. Really, I mean, this is a great week to do that, whether it's people, things, situations, whatever it might be, where you need to trim a few things in your life that don't support you, where, you know, you are not on an equal footing. Right? That people don't give back. I mean, not that we sit around and measure these things, but that you're not feeling like you're getting the reciprocal flow of energy. Let's just put it that way. Because notice you're standing here and this person's standing. These other people are sitting. These other people are sitting. So you could really see where if you want to rise in your life, you want to continue to rise and move on, you're going to have to leave some people behind that are not on your same level. That's what I feel from these energies. Because like I said, notice you're the one standing in both of these. So there could be a wrapping up of associations that are more competition than nurturing for you. There could be a wrapping up of, yes, of course, some sort of financial situation that has been a drain, for sure. But I feel ultimately what these energies are saying is stand up and walk on. Don't stay on this same level as those around you. That's what I feel. All right, let's see what else we got going on this week. Leos. Let's move these out of the way. We don't need those. All right. Oops. Up over there so you can see them. All right, Leos, what do we else we have going on for you? I'm glad the cat finally calmed down. She was wreaking havoc. All right, yeah, we got a Hermit. We got the Lovers. Look at these major arcanas. And a Ten of Wands. Okay. So this is about wrapping up an energetic situation, a burden, and choosing self-love. Your higher self, the Hermit here, I think has been giving you a lot of messages about making a choice between, like I said, are you going to be the one standing and everybody else is sitting there? They're not on your level, right? So there is something here about shifting the burden of you being always the one that has got to do everything also, right? I mean, I know heavy is the head that wears the crown. That unfortunately happens a lot to Leo or somebody with strong Leo in their chart. And that can be fine because you are born to lead. You are a born leader, of course, we know that. But you need nurturing too. You need support too. You need to be around people who lift you up, boost you up. And if you're not, then something's got to give. And that's what I feel is going on with these energies. So this is listening to your higher self, to choose self-love. The Lovers, to choose people around you who are, notice, equal, on your same level. And allow yourself to not be burdened by that particular energy anymore. So that's what I feel is the focus for your, for your week ahead here. Yeah. Let go of these people around you who are, I feel, really a big drain on all of your resources with this 10 of Wands that's showing up here, Leo. There's better people that are right around the corner for you, but you have to make a space for them in your life. All right, Virgos, let's see what you're wrapping up in your week ahead, and make sure you check out your monthly tarot reading, which has been uploaded to the channel. All right, let's see what we got going on for you, Virgo. What are you wrapping up this week? Wrapping it up. Well, you're wrapping up something that you couldn't carry anymore. You got to shift the burden. Yeah, wow. Queen of Pentacles, which is, of course, your energy as well. Okay. So this is interesting in this particular deck with this 10 of Wands, because notice that, he couldn't continue carrying all of these wands, but there is one he's holding on to, because there's one thing that is valuable, that's worth saving, that's worth keeping. So it's about focusing and finding that one valuable thing and continuing to work on that or carry that, and not all this other junk that is not viable, that is too much to deal with, that is insufficient to create the result you want, whatever the case may be. So I think that this is a week to use your discernment, Virgo, and really zero in on what one thing you want to continue to focus on, carry, and build upon, because notice we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Build upon, I would say, over the next 10 weeks with this 10 showing up here. All right, so very interesting energies. And you could, by using your discernment and really zeroing in on this, whatever one is the one you choose to hold on to, could, in about 10 weeks, could really blossom into something beautiful for you. So, and because your energy is showing up here, it is going to be important that you choose it in terms of what is the thing you want to hold on to, not what everybody else is telling you you should do or whatever, okay? So let's see what else we got going on for you in the week ahead. All right, Virgos, what else does Virgo need to know? You've been trying to do all the things. It's not about doing all the things. That is untenable. That cannot continue going forward. You don't have the energy for that right now. Concentrated effort is what brings results, not scattershot. All right, what do we have here? Look, Ace of Wands, gorgeous. Capricorn, and the King of Cups. Okay. So it's about empowerment. It's about saying yes to the things, like I said, the one thing. Notice it's the Ace of Wands. The one wand that you want. There could be somebody around you that is very emotionally manipulative. It could be a toxic work situation. It could be with a, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be with a Capricorn. It doesn't really matter per se, but with these two energies here, this person's very emotionally toxic and manipulative and sneaky. There's something sneaky about them also. And like I said, I feel like, and I was saying this before, it's got to be what you want. And somebody could be around you that has their own agenda that is really self-serving. It's serving to them, not to you. So you've got to say yes and hold on and maybe move along. Move along, let go of, like I said, the burden, which could be this toxic emotional situation, so that you can bring greater success to yourself here. This Ace of Wands is excellent, but it is fresh initiative. It's fresh energy. And it's interesting that we have this here. And this is about, notice the 10, it's wrapping up this cycle so then we can begin a new cycle. This is not great energy to begin a new cycle with. A Devil and a King of Cups. So it is important to, I think, let go of and eliminate any emotional toxicity around you in the week ahead, so that when we get to this Aries new moon, which is what we have here, you are, in that fresh energy. You're not encumbered anymore by this toxicity. So, and you got to apply the energy to your life in terms of what this represents for you. It could be your own bad habit. I mean, who knows? But I have a feeling it's something around you also. I mean, the other possibility here is that this can be people pleasing. This can be like, I want to be loved, so I just, chain myself to everybody else's expectations and what they want from me. And then I end up exhausted and not accomplishing anything for myself. So that could be another thing to shift and look out of. But there is something very successful that you can begin in Aries season. Absolutely. Get rid of this. Get it gone. All right, Libras, let's see what you should be letting go of and winding down in the week ahead. And then we'll see what else is going on for you with another tarot deck. And make sure you check out your monthly tarot reading. It's already been uploaded to my channel. All right, Libras. Wrapping it up. 7 of coins. All right, wrapping it up. And an 8 of coins. Okay. So there's a harvest this week. There's a harvest for you. All right. So you are going to determine with the 7 of coins here, what your next move is. Maybe with work, maybe with your money. You could be, harvesting, like I said, reaping the benefits of some situation. You could be reassessing with this 8 of coins based on this harvest. If this harvest was sufficient, was this harvest good enough? Do I need to revise my methods? Do I need to change something in my life? Whatever this harvest may be for you, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary, but it, absolutely could be with the pentacles showing up. So, what's my next move? Like, what am I going to be doing next? And this is important to be looking at because, of course, your full moon, Libra, sorry, cat hair, is coming up in the middle of April, 15th, 16th, 17th. So there's something I think connected with that, with these particular energies. So where am I at? What can I take away from the situation that I've been in? What do I still need to tweak and work on? Because when we have our full moon, that shines our personal full moon. So in your sign, it shines a spotlight on our results, what we've been working on over the last 6 to 7 months. What is our harvest looking like? And then, of course, based on what the full moon shows us, then we also tweak and adjust as well. So you're kind of getting, I think, a running start on the full moon period, and really starting already to plan and assess where you're going to be going next, right? Mid-April onwards with whatever this is that you have been working toward in your life. All right, let's see what else we have going on. So what I would say is this is a week to examine the harvest. What methods need to be tweaked? Think about maybe the bigger picture of your life, assessing it. What goals do you still want to accomplish for yourself? Okay, let's see what else we have. Hermit. The Fool. Yeah. And the 7 of Swords. Okay. There is something that is likely to this week to be bubbling up from your subconscious, because this Virgo energy, of course, is your 12th house. So there is a new beginning on the horizon for you. This I feel is something just hidden. I don't feel this is anything sinister. I think this is just something that's hidden from your subconscious. And like I said, I think over the next 7 days, over the next week, you're likely to be getting spiritual downloads, spiritual insights about what you do want this next chapter to be for your life. You do want something, a bigger adventure, You want a fresh start. You want a lighter feeling, just lighter and freer in the world. You want the sun on your face. You just want, maybe a travel adventure, something like that. So you're gonna get some, I think, interesting spiritual downloads, dreams. You could have a very important dream. There's something here, again, it's about the strategy too. Notice the 7 and the 7. Over the next 7 days, based on some spiritually downloaded information, what is the strategy that I need going forward to tweak my plan so that I can have this new beginning? But this is not a week to launch the new beginning. This is just to gather the intel, gather the information, to readjust, reassess. So, and some of you really do want to expand your horizons. That's the thing with the Fool card also. But there's something hidden about that also. Some information is going to come to light, I think, at your full moon also, over the next 7 days, but then also at your full moon. That's going to give you the insight about how to go about that new beginning in whatever area of your life you want to start it. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. Make sure you check out your monthly tarot reading. It's already been uploaded to the channel. All right, what are you letting go of? What are you wrapping up in the week ahead, Scorpio? What do we need to know? Scorpio, wrapping it up. The Magician, all right. And the 8 of Cups, okay. You're having one last look at something before you move along. And I feel like this is, of course, with the number 1, our April 1st, our new moon. So, and of course, this is a powerful card of manifestation. This is a very powerful card of setting intentions, spell work, if you will. I feel like there's one last look in the cup here. You see, she's looking in that cup. This is your energy, 8 of Cups. This is your Scorpio energy. But you're also going to have to wrap up that last look. The new is calling you. And, this is your future self over here in the red coat. See, here you are. You know that you often wring every last drop out of an emotional experience as possible. Okay, that's one of the things I love about Scorpio. But there is something this week by that Aries new moon to acknowledge is finished at an emotional level. And also, I would say, tune into what you want to create next on this new journey by leaving this particular situation behind. I think that there's going to be a very interesting full moon for you in the middle of the month. It's in Libra, which is, of course, your house of the subconscious. So I think there's going to be lots of bubbling up from your subconscious through your dream life, lots of things like kind of rising and bubbling up to the surface about where you want to assert your energies next over the next couple of weeks, I feel for you, but especially this week also. And just write all the information down, the Magician. Maybe do some sort of intention setting to leave an emotional situation firmly in the past, I would say, with this 8 of Cups here. This new path, this new journey is going to be very passionate and exciting for you with this red coat. And because also with all this red showing up, it's going to create a new foundational reality in your life. There's nothing left at the bottom of the cup, really, except your own desire to hold on. But that's not going to serve you because a new adventure is calling you. And you know this. I know you know this. So wrap this up this week. You can take one last look. Take one last look if you need to. But then really use the sword here in this Magician. Use the sword. Use your powers of manifestation and just your general power here to use your magic wand to poof, make that cup disappear. You don't need it in your life anymore. Oops. Just drop the card. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see what else is going on. Scorpio, this week for you. Whatever that 8 of Cups represents for you. It's something you haven't wanted to let go of. It was very important to you at one time. So, it's okay. All right, let's see. What else we got? Yeah, we got a 10 of Pentacles. We got a 3 of Pentacles. And we have a King of Swords. Okay. So work is also going to be on your mind in the week ahead. There may be an important decision to make about your financial future, of what you want to continue investing your energy into in terms of your work life, perhaps, but also for me, a 3 of Coins is the structure of your life. It's a plan. It's an architecture. So as is the Capricorn, this is Capricorn for me, the Capricorn energy. So you could be doing some research, running numbers, I feel here, this King of Swords, running some numbers to see about where you're going next with your business, where you're going with your investments, where you're going with your longer term financial goals, tweaking your plan. I don't suggest necessarily making any big changes this week. We don't want to do things as things are winding down. This is more, okay, let's find out what we need to know to set our intentions for greater prosperity going forward. The moon on the 3rd, I believe, will be in Taurus in April. So that might be the time to make a decision about the information you uncover this week. That's possible, okay? But money's on your mind also this week. Absolutely. Money, investments, financials, real estate, and making the best use of resources to shore up your foundation. Make the decisions patiently. And like I said, with this King of Swords, objectively, and just keep running those numbers. And from different scenarios also is what I feel. Like all these different scenarios. You could be hearing from your accountant this week. That's possible. There could be some good news. I mean, this is good energy. So you could be hearing some good news from your accountant, maybe from a lawyer. That's possible. Well, like I said, I wouldn't be making any decisions yet about whatever this is. Just take in all the information and sort through, which is the King of Swords is very good at that. Sort through all of those, all the plans, all the possibilities, all the information that's coming to you. So this is a good week, but this is, like I said, I think this is because the 8 of Cups is showing up. This is probably something to do more with your personal life, but the two could be connected. It just depends on your personal situation. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. We're first going to look at energies for you to wrap up this week. Make sure you check out your April tarot reading. It's been uploaded to my channel already. It was very exciting. All right, Sag, what are you wrapping up this week? What are you wrapping up, Saggy? You're wrapping up something here. A fish is leaping out of your cup. There's a surprise. Okay, and a judgment. Okay. All right. So this could be something to do with making sense, I feel. I don't think you're making a decision this week. I think you're making sense of a decision that was already made, maybe in Pisces season or something having to do with a Pisces. Could also be Scorpio season or Cancer season. I would say Scorpio season. I would say either Pisces or Scorpio season. So you're making sense of some surprising piece of news that came in recently, maybe around the 20th. So right at the very tail end of Pisces season. And you're figuring out, how does this emotional change or new emotional beginning, surprising piece of news fit into, like, what do I do with this? How do I move forward? And this judgment here too is about, it's karmic. There is something here to me about discernment. It's not about leaping, as a Pisces here, leaping to any sort of emotional knee-jerk reactions or conclusions before all the facts are in. Now, it's possible that this happens this week, sure. That there's a piece of news, because this is an announcement too. This is Gabriel, right? So there's a piece of news that comes in and you're just like, what do I do with this? So because this is a week of winding down, this is not the time to have an emotional outburst or make a knee-jerk reaction decision or anything like that. It's just time to settle, see what the facts are, discern, etc. All right, let's see what the other cards have to say. But that's what I feel from this energy. You're either dealing with the aftermath of surprising news, or there is surprising news. Now, when I say these words aftermath and things like that, it's not that it's something bad. It's just something that requires your sign, your card, temperance, patience to navigate, suss out the details before you move forward, because it's something important. It's judgment. So there's something karmic, important. It's a big deal, whatever this is. All right. So let's see what else we have. Not rushing and leaping to conclusions. That's what I feel. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see what else. Yeah. Look, the moon. Oops. And the Page of Wands. And look, Judgment came up again. All right. So when we have a Page of Wands next to a moon, there can be an emotional temper tantrum. Now, you may not be having it. It could be somebody around you. But again, I'm getting this feeling of like knee-jerk reaction. I just keep getting this. So look, this is coming up twice, this Judgment card. There's something that's not clear yet. It's going to be clear. Moon card can be shadowy things, can be emotional disruptions, can be just some lunacy, some just silly things that are going on. Somebody could be pushing your buttons, especially. We have 2 children here. So there could be that could be going on if you have kids. There could be the kids, the fire sign kids and the water sign kids pushing your buttons this week. But I'm just feeling it's more the sense that you don't have all the information. You may have part of it. And because we have 2 Judgment cards coming out, this is interesting. You may get part of the information this week, like I said, you're going to be like, oh my God, and want to have a temper tantrum, knee-jerk reaction, when the other part of the information is on its way. I feel like you're not getting a full picture this week. And if you take action on something with only partial information and in an impulsive way, you're going to perhaps create a problem for yourself. So I would just be very aware of, your emotions, the emotions of people around you, the fact that things are a little emotionally cloudy, that you could be or somebody around you kind of on a last nerve with something, and just chill if you can with whatever this is. And if a piece of information comes in, like, give it time to settle and sink in, and also see what else comes after that. Because somebody also with the moon card, it's possible somebody's not going to tell you the whole truth with whatever this announcement is, which is why we have a part 2 showing up here, a second version. So there could be, because Page of Cups can be a tricky energy. It can be somebody telling a Fibonacci. It can be. Especially we got a moon showing up here as well. So with these energies, there could be somebody who is maybe a little emotionally manipulative in the way they deliver the news. Maybe they blow something out of proportion, like they tell like a white lie, or like I said, they really embellish something. You're not getting the clear and complete story. You're getting the embellished version. So that's another possibility with this. So just to be patient with yourself and others around you in the week ahead. And don't take certain things on face value and get in a tiz about them. That's what I feel. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. Make sure you check out your April tarot reading. It's already been uploaded to my channel. Let's see what you're letting go of, what you're moving on from in the week ahead. Capricorn, wrapping it up, Cappies. Oh, you got a salamander in your hand, King of Wands. And the Page of Swords. Oh, you're ready to do something. You're ready for a big negotiation. You're ready to do battle. You're ready to do mental battle. Notice these people are walking toward you. This group of 3 people. You got your sword raised. This King of Wands doesn't play. I mean, look at him. He looks very like, just don't even try it. So, and this of course is our Aries new moon here that we're heading toward. So you are likely to be, I would say, wrapping up some sort of negotiation in the week ahead. Probably with business because of the wands showing up here. And I think you're wrapping up something that you believe passionately in with the King of Wands. You believe passionately in it. It lights up your heart space. Like you're so enthusiastic about it and you are absolutely willing to fight for it. 100%, whether this is a project, a principle, whatever it might be, a person, you'd be fighting for the love of your life or something. I mean, whatever it is, you are absolutely ready to use your wits. That's the thing, the swords. Use your mind, use your wits, that sharp Capricorn brain of yours, and bring out all the facts, all the figures, and also put the strong passion and enthusiasm behind it and wrap it up, I think, to great success. King of Wands, like he expects nothing less than success. So I think this is a very strong week to wrap up some sort of negotiation. Page of Swords, some sort of communications, some sort of deal. And you're in a strong negotiating position, I feel, Capricorn, with this King of Wands. These three people walking toward you, they have no idea what they're in for. That's what I feel. Okay. All right. Let's see. So it's time to wrap up that talk. Page of Swords. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else we need to know about your week ahead. You're going to be victorious. 6 of Wands. The 4 of Wands. The 3 of Cups. Capricorn. Look at this gloriousness. All right. So celebration. A new door opening. This is also success. Victory. This is a victory card. So I feel by the time we get into April, here's the April here, right here, Aries season, April for the 4 of Wands. So could be around April 1st. It could even be a couple days after that. But I mean, you are likely to be manifesting some beautiful news in regards to whatever this is you're fighting for, whatever you're putting your passion and your words behind. We have victory and success. We have a new door opening, a gateway moment, and we have a celebration, Capricorn. And this could involve a group of people. This can be something to do with work. So you could be, notice we have 3 people in this card and there's 3 people over here. So this could be something related to, fighting for your team at work, fighting for a project that'll involve 3 people. This could be also, I mean, look at this whatever way you want. This could be fighting for something for your family. This is a family card also. So whatever it might be, there's also people behind you. That's the other thing. Notice these 3 of Cups. These 3 people are behind this one. Of course, a King of Wands prefers to be the one in charge and lead the team. Like he likes to know people are behind him, but he doesn't necessarily, rely on them, but he likes to know they're there. So you're going to know that you got people behind you, but this is something that you're going to be the leader and fight for. Like I said, same thing with the 6 of Wands. So your team, the people around you will be happy as well. You're going to make some people happy with whatever this is. And, it's going to cause some sort of beautiful new reality in your life and in the lives of people that you care about, your closest people. Whoever they may be, whether it's work people, home people, and that includes our pets. Pets are people too. It's not just about humans. Whoever the people are in your life. So this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Be brave, stay passionate, follow your passion and your joy, and let people know who they're dealing with. 6 of Wands. They're dealing with Capricorn here. Okay, you got your Aries. Tune into your Aries energy also, right? Tune into that Aries, King of Wands fire that's showing up here. Also this Six of Wands. You got fire in you, Capricorn. You got that smoldering volcano deep within your earthly self. All right, so you got it. This is great, beautiful energy. I really do feel, I mean, check out your monthly reading. I think April is going to be a very, very exciting and significant month for you. And this reading also just proves it. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you for the week ahead. Please check out your April tarot reading, which has been uploaded to the channel. Let's see what you're wrapping up or letting go of this week, and then we'll dive in with some other tarot for you. Aquarius. All right, what do we have going on for you? Wrapping it up. Four of Wands, and I shuffled very, very carefully. Four of Wands and a Queen of Wands. Okay. Wow, cute. Cute little kitty there. All right. So you are bringing something to a very happy and passionate conclusion this week, especially when we get into Aries season, which is on Friday. So this could be a creative project, Queen of Wands. This could be some sort of move, because you see they're in the Chariot here moving, and this is a gateway and a home card. So this could be some sort of move that you're successfully getting underway, bringing to a conclusion, or a phase of a move forward. This could be, like I said, some sort of passion project you're bringing to a conclusion, a creative project, a business project that really could lead to great success for you in the month of April with this Four of Wands here. But in any case, this is your enthusiastically wrapping something up that you've been pouring your heart and soul into, and a lot of hard work with the Queen of Wands, showing a lot of efforts. And your efforts will be successful and be rewarded. But I would encourage you to have this done by Friday with this Four of Wands showing up here. So, wow. All right, let's see what else we have going on for you, Aquarius. Let's see what else is going on for your week ahead. Because this is the other thing that I was just thinking here. Notice how she has a sunflower in her hand. I think this weekend at that Aries new moon, Friday, Saturday, you're going to want some downtime to stop and smell the flowers. Just, you know, because you have been, Queen of Wands, you've been, like I said, working very hard, pouring your passion into something. You do need a little time to have some joy and time to spend with people you care about also. The Four of Wands. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know? Your week ahead. Yeah, we have a Queen of Cups. We have a Six of Coins. And we have an Ace of Cups. All right. So Aquarius, we have you getting back to emotional balance in the week ahead by the end of the week. So by the time we get to the 6th day, which would be our Friday, because I like to run the forecast from Sunday to Saturday. So you're going to be bringing back the emotional equilibrium to your life. You're going to feel refreshed and renewed because you've brought to a successful conclusion that creative project, whatever that is for you. There could be a water sign person in your life, could also be a fire sign, but I think probably a water sign person who has maybe been feeling a little, or just, you know, somebody in your world who has been feeling a little emotionally neglected because you have been so focused on this initiative. So it's going to be important for you, as I said, after you wrap this up, that you really reconnect and devote some more of your time toward quality time, spending it with them. You need to actively show them, not just give them words, that they mean something to you. They want the romantic gesture. They want the time invested. So I would suggest, if you have been working very hard and maybe a little neglectful of your most close and personal relationship, which can happen, that's not a judgment, that can happen, that you walk your talk and Friday, Saturday, romantic gesture time, date night, and focus in on them and leave this. That's why you got to wrap this up this week. Get this project finished So like I was saying with this Four of Wands, you can spend time with those you care about. And this is reinforcing that. Also yourself, you've been a little emotionally out of whack because you have been focused so intently on this that you do need to bring yourself back to center also. And one of the ways that you can do that is, of course, by, if you don't have a relationship in your life, by giving yourself some quality self-care time. Ace of Cups, where you're not running yourself ragged, that you nurture yourself in some very nice, caring ways. Or, like I said, if you have a relationship, that you bring the balance back with the date night, etc. So this looks to be a good week, very good week, but get that done. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have going on for you for the week ahead. We're going to first look at what you need to wrap up or let go of in the week ahead. And then we'll dive in with some other energies. And also make sure you check out your April tarot reading. It was pretty awesome. It's uploaded to the channel already. All right, Pisces, let's see what we have going on for you. Wrapping things up in the week ahead. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Oh, and the Capricorn, the devil. Okay. So, wow. There's been a heavy load on you. There's maybe something that has been physically draining is not even a sufficient explanation for it. So this, of course, is obsession. This is can be bad habits, of course, with the devil, but it's just a weight because it's Capricorn, it's ruled by Saturn. So there could have been a restriction, a delay, a heavy burden, a heavy responsibility that was this Nine of Wands, which has been physically exhausting. So this could be because of also the Capricorn energy, which can be boss energy, big business, working, that's Capricorn. You could have just been really working so hard, especially these last 9 weeks, that you're burnt out. So what I would suggest is that what you need to wrap up this week is this level of burnout that you may have been subjecting yourself to. Now, we can't always dictate certain things, right? I mean, sometimes we have to do the overtime. Sometimes we have to stay late and do the project. That's just the reality sometimes of life. But you can do something maybe about your own energy levels. If you are suffering from burnout, which is different, right? This has been physically taxing, but it could also, depending on your situation, be a burnout. Burnout is a lot more serious. This is the type of energy where if something has been burdensome for a long time, you're having a hard time getting out of bed. It's like, I think most of us have been there at some point in our lives where the alarm goes off in the morning and you're like, I have no incentive, no motivation, and no energy to even stick a toe out of my bed because I dread going to that place and doing that job. So there may be something to end and wrap up and face in this week ahead with maybe a burnout situation like that. That has to shift, that you have to look at and decide, well, how am I going to deal with this? Now, don't implement anything yet. This is about wrapping up, but you may have to face it and realize you have to wrap up that situation. You can't continue any longer carrying this burden or this burnout or whatever. Okay, let's see what else we have going on. And it doesn't have to be work. I mean, it can be something else in your life. The devil, let's just look at the devil as some sort of very just heavy, restrictive burden. And it may be karmic in nature because the major arcana is showing up. So it could be something that it's going to teach you a big karmic lesson by wrapping it up and letting it go. All right, let's see. You may learn an important lesson of like let's just say about boundaries and limits and things like that. All right, let's see what else we have going on for you this week. Yes, Five of Swords, Three of Cups. Okay. And the Four of Wands. All right, beautiful. So you're going to make some sort of decision for yourself this week. I don't think you're going to take action on it. I don't encourage taking action on it until we at least get after this new moon in Aries on the 1st. So we're firmly in Aries season. This is Aries energy over here. We have your energy, the 3 of Cups showing up. We have celebration and enjoyment. But we do have a 5 of Swords. So there could be some sort of argument. There may be a line in the sand that gets drawn. This, for me, I call this daytime anxiety. So there could be something where you may have to draw a line in the sand. You may have to put your foot down with somebody who's been taken advantage with this 9 of Wands and this Devil. And that's, nobody likes to do that. It's not always a fun conversation to have. But you're going to feel very happy and proud of yourself. And you should be for doing it with this 3 of Cups here. And you're going to feel joy and celebration that you finally did it, because you have the power to take that sword and cut this situation out of your life and set yourself free and move along to an open doorway with better possibilities, better opportunities, better people, all of that type of thing with this 4 of Wands here. This is a celebration, a gateway, a moving forward into a better reality. But this has to be dealt with. This is the thing. You may have been pushing it under the rug for a while, which, yeah, I mean, you know, who wants to deal with it? And you notice too in this 9 of Wands that this is, of course, the regular one where the guy has the bandage. Notice how this person's kind of looking side eye, giving this guy's giving this guy side eye. So you may have been giving this other person side eye. Notice how he doesn't look too tired. I mean, yeah, he's a little bruise on his arm, but he's not falling over like you are over here, right? So you've been maybe given the side eye, but not really dealing with this person directly, you know? So there could have been little passive aggressive things going on, little comments here and there, like looks, like, you know. But this 5 of Swords is like, no, I'm going to confront it. I'm going to deal with it. So you're dealing with something that has been a little hairy. Look at this. In this card, look at his hairy legs. It's been hairy for a while. And you're going to set yourself free. That's what I feel. This is the week to do it. It's time. It's time. Or like I said, really make sure you're doing it after the new moon, I think. But you may have the conversation 5 days in. You may have the conversation when the moon is in your sign, which is Wednesday, Thursday. So that's possible. But then you'll start to feel the shift and the positive energy roll on in when we get into Aries season with this 4 of Wands showing up here, Pisces. So you got this. It's time to let this thing go. It's holding you back in some way, for sure, with these energies. You have something really gorgeous and beautiful to move on to. And this is standing in your way. You got to have the energy to pursue it. That's the other thing with this 9 of Wands. You got to get your energy back. So, interesting reading. So, thank you so much for joining us for your weekly tarot reading. I hope that you found it interesting. And as always, it's such a pleasure to do readings for you. I so appreciate you and your support on the channel. It means the world to me and to Ariel also. So leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies, what's going on for you in general. I love to hear. Have a great week. I will see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.